Okay. Hello, everyone. Uh, my name is Anna Veronica, and I'm the founder and CEO of Recraft. Thanks everyone for being at this talk. I'm actually very excited to talk to you today because just last week we had a huge release, and you will be one of the first people to know about the new technology that we have built for you. So it's a very exciting moment. Now, before speaking about the future, let's speak a little bit about the past. Not a long time ago, but 2023. Right now, it is possible to generate beautiful images from text. It seems like image generation is everywhere. People are generating portraits. They are generating things like they are generating logotypes. A lot of stuff. Product photography has changed. You can just have a photo of the product and replace background with a sky or with a magical forest. But is it enough for professional design use cases? And the true answer is no, it's not enough. So having this, why is it not enough? Let's take a look at brands. Now, what brands need to do, brands have a voice, and they are speaking to their users with words and with visual graphics. And the visual graphics needs to translate the idea of the company. It needs to translate the voice, and to do that, you need some visually consistent imagery. So there are some requirements to create and grow a brand, which is the imagery needs to be consistent, and it needs to be very high quality. Brands do not compromise. If you are a high quality brand, you would not agree to have a person with 6 fingers or with an extra leg. So you really need high quality imagery. Now, starting from this slide, all the images that you will see, they are generated with Recraft. Now, having those things in mind, we have built a model that does solve those things. So it has 3 major advantages. 1, very high quality generation. 2, visual consistency. So it is possible to generate image sets, icon sets, sets of illustrations in the same style. And 3, there is a lot of options how you can control generation and how you can iterate on it to get to the perfect result. Now, the first and the biggest thing we did for that, we trained our own model. Our model has 20 billion parameters, which is order of magnitude larger than Stable Diffusion XL, and it's much more powerful. With this model, it's possible to generate humans with correct number of fingers, to generate figures of football players or ballet dancers, which will be anatomically correct. So it's a very, very powerful model, but that's one thing. Another thing, it can generate visually consistent images and sets of images. Now let me show you a couple of illustrations that are generated with Recraft. A nice thing about Recraft is that you do not prompt engineer styles. You do not need to prompt engineer the styles. What you do, you either select an existing style from a large library of styles that are carefully selected for professional use cases, or you just create your own style from a single image. Now, those images have very, very simple prompts. This one is a busy street people. This is a ramen. This is manufacturing in the UK. This is a tour guide in a hat. So it's possible to generate illustration, photography, icons, everything. It's also possible to generate vector art. So this image is a group of office workers sleeping on the couch, and it's a vector image. So it's infinitely resizable, it can be easily recolored, and the vector is very high quality. It has a small number of points, has gradients, everything. So now, told you that, now let me explain you how we can help with some real scenarios. First, branding, which is creating a brand or growing a brand. It is possible to create your own style for your brand and generate new images as many as you want in this specific style. Let's say your Notion. So what you do, you create a Notion style of illustration, and you just explain like what you want to see, and you create new images in this particular style. And it happens momentarily. So you just upload an image, and you have your style. You generate new images. Now, the next thing about brands, as I said, it's very important to have high-quality images, and you do not always get to the perfect result from the first try. So for that reason, we've built a lot of tools that help you iterate. I'll show you like small number of them, like a couple of them. One, controlling level of details. When you are generating an image in Recraft, it is possible to set up different controls, a part of just text description. You can set level of details from a range of values, from low level of details to very high level of details. You can also set controls like similarity. If you have generated an image, it's not yet perfect. You can iterate on it by generating images that are similar to this particular one. Another thing that you can do, you can remix styles. So let's say you're a brand and you have some new product, which you do want to have very similar style to your brand guideline, but you want it to be a little bit specific, like to have something interesting in it. What you can do, you can play with your style, you can mix it with some other styles to get something new and unique. So this is remixing styles. And it all works simultaneously. You just like, it's 2 clicks, mixing styles. That was branding. The next thing you can do, you can solve some tasks in product design. In product design, you need icons. Now, what you can do in Recraft, you can generate sets of icons, as many icons as you want. You can upload your icon style, or you can use one of the styles that we provide in the library. You upload the brand colors, and you get the icons in those specific brand colors. Now, all the icons, as well as a lot of illustration styles, they are vector. So you can download them as SVG files, which is useful. For people who like animations, it's also possible to download any vector art in the format of Lottie animations. So you can also just generate animations in Recraft. If you are working with icons or with illustration sets, it's useful to organize your workspace. So when working with Recraft, you have this infinite canvas where you can organize the things you're working on the way you like to have your workspace, not only with images and image sets, but you can also add things like frames, text, everything that you need for your design process. That was product design. Next thing that we can help you solve is social media marketing. Now, how do you do that? If you do social media for a brand, for example, the brand might have brand colors. And here on this slide you can see some photography that is generated with brand colors. You can also generate illustration in brand colors. So those are some examples. As I said, we also have a whole library of carefully curated styles that you can use. So what you do is you can add a color palette that, as you see here, is like different tones of violet, and you can generate illustrations using this color palette in different curated styles. As I said, it's not only possible to generate things, it's also possible to iterate on them. I've shown you some ways to iterate. Other ways to iterate are changing the existing image. We have this lasso instrument. That is an armchair. So let's say I don't want an arm here. You can use a lasso and have a new chair without the arm. What you can do next for social media marketing, you can build frames. So you can build a frame with text and get a social media post. So this is how we can help social media marketing. Now, we, just to reiterate the most special things about us, we have very high quality, we are generating very high quality imagery. We are generating it we have visual consistency. So you can generate sets of illustrations, icons, or whatever you need. And there is a lot of ways to iterate. With that, thank you very much for listening. I would highly appreciate any feedback, if you have it, that please reach out to me like here personally on LinkedIn, or just write us an email. We love feedback, and we love to improve the tool for you. Thank you very much.